Welcome to this week's View from the Booth. Alongside Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino, coming to you from University Field 1 as the Galaxy continue their training for this week's game at Vancouver. But first, Kobe, a big sigh of relief. We saw the Galaxy we've been expecting all season long. We saw them Saturday against RSL.
Yeah, we saw a great Galaxy team. They really stepped up. I mean, and let's be honest, they put it on them. They put it on RSL. RSL had no answer to anything that the Galaxy had. They got the goal first, RSL, but then that was like the wake-up call, and then everything changed. All of a sudden, boom, lights went on, and they tore them up. I mean, you have to look at Robbie Keane in that game. I love the two of the goals that I like talking about. What he did, the little bit of the step in, gave a little lesson to Salcedo of what this league is like. Bumping them off, and then getting the goal after.
And the pass by Sean Franklin coming on at halftime. I thought Sean answered the questions the coaches might be asking him coming on at halftime. He came on and had a great 45 minutes, I thought.
He did excellent. And there was a lot of talk beforehand. Okay, why isn't Franklin starting? A little bit of disappointment in his play as of late. But to come on and answer the question, that might have been his first touch for an assist, that's great. That's what you want, and that's what Sean Franklin or any player that's playing in the wing on the wing needs to do. I know this, that you need to get 4 or 5 great opportunities like that a half, and Sean Franklin stepped up and did that in that half that he played in that second half. And as long as he continues that type of play, keeps that in his frame of mind, he's going to win that starting spot.
Juninho's been somewhat of a quiet player this year. He wasn't quiet in this game. 2 assists for Juni. He really came out of his shell.
Yeah, I think Juninho's starting to really get into the rhythm at a perfect time as we're starting for that playoff push. You see the balls over the top, laying balls through, and he's also giving that defensive work. That's what you want to see from Juninho, because you just can't have Sarvis doing all the work up and down. Now as Juninho starting to participate, it makes it for a very difficult combination to stop in the midfield.
Well, you talked about the playoff push. 5 points from the top of the division or the conference with RSL to the Galaxy at 37 points. The Galaxy have a game in hand. They're 1 point better than this week's opponent, Vancouver, who's feeling a bit better about themselves. They went down to a doldrums, but now they're back, and they feel pretty good right now at that 5th position.
Yeah, Vancouver's feeling all right. When we talk about the Galaxy, look, the way I see it right now, the way they're playing, they're going to jump up and they'll be at the top of the West, probably the top of the league. Mark my words right here. As far as
not biased at all.
Look, I tell the truth.
Good.
Everyone thinks it's biased, but when you're talking about the top team and the best team in the league, it's very easy to have those on the outside think you're biased. But hey, they're making my job easy, the Galaxy. All right, so getting back to Vancouver, yes, they're a team that can surprise you. I think they're a team that has a few components in there, a few different players that can really do something special individually, and those are the ones that we have to watch out for. I'll put them out there just so hopefully we're on the same page here. Miller,
okay.
Tybert, and then Coker in the middle. Those are the ones. I mean, there's also someone I know you're going to say, Camillo, as well. But for me, those Coker and Tybert, I think are the ones that need to be shut down by the Galaxy.
Absolutely, I agree with you, and I like the way Coker plays for them. He was dominant in the first game where Vancouver beat the Galaxy handily in Vancouver. However, the second time around, the Galaxy found the answers there, better ball movement in the midfield to keep him out of the game.
Well, I think that's why it's very good that when we look at our midfield here, when you look at Sarvis and Juninho, that they're starting to elevate their game. This is a great time when they're dealing with Coker in that middle, because it's really going to be about those two matching up, taking turns, trying to see who can shut him down, because he is really the engine for that midfield for Vancouver. And then Tybert, I think that's going to be, if Todd Donovan is on that left side, he's going to have to use that intelligence again to try to shut him down, because we know Tybert likes to cut in on that left-hand foot.
All right, they're all important from here on in. The next challenge for the Galaxy on the road at Vancouver. For Kobe Jones, Joe Tutino, thank you for taking a view from this week's View from the Booth.